Hi everyone and welcome to another video from Danka Praktik. In this video you'll see how to react and behave when a power outage happens, especially if it happens during nighttime. Power outages, besides being a big nuisance, also have a big psychological effect on many people. But as you'll see, it doesn't have to be all that bad if you do a couple of simple things. So stay tuned.
Danka Praktik.
Before we start, we would recommend watching our previous video related to this topic. It's about how to prepare for a power outage in order to overcome it easier and more successfully. Click on the card in the corner of the video to watch it. The first step for successfully getting through a power outage is to stay calm, avoid panic and disorientation. This can be hard, especially since most people are accommodated to having electricity all the time, and some have never been through a blackout. But know that staying calm and properly reacting is the foundation of getting through a power outage successfully. So when it happens, just stay calm, think reasonably, and above all, don't take it too seriously. Instead of getting disorientated and losing time panicking, rather focus on what you should do next to help yourself. If the blackout happens during daytime, then of course lighting isn't a problem. But if it happens during nighttime, then all of a sudden you'll find yourself in the dark and probably for a brief moment lose orientation. At this moment, it's very important to stay calm and illuminate the room you're in. Usually the first thing at hand is the light on your smartphone. It will provide you with a primary source of lighting until you find and set up flashlights, lamps, candles, or other kinds of lighting you may have. If you don't have a smartphone at hand, it would be good to know where the flashlights, candles, or else are located in your house. Once you make everything visible, the situation instantaneously gets better and you can of course function much easier. When the power outage happens, always check the fuse box in your household. It's easy to do and will give you the first information on what's happening. If all the fuses are okay, then probably the power grid is the problem. But if you see a blown fuse, try returning it back and see if the power will come back. When you do, and if it flips back down, then you have some sort of malfunction within the household which probably causes the blackout in the first place. So by doing this, you'll know, is your household installation the problem or is it the power grid? If you've concluded that the power grid is the problem, then try to get some information about what happened. What's the reason for the power outage? Is it just maintenance or something happened? Will it be short-term or long-term? So you know what you're facing. First of all, call the company that supplies you with electricity. They are bound to give you some information on what's wrong. Besides this, if for some reason they don't know that an outage happened, they'll get some information from you and perhaps solve the problem faster. If by any chance this doesn't work, call your neighbors, friends, anybody in the vicinity who may give some information. If you don't have a phone at hand, then try using the radio. It's a great source of information, especially if there was some sort of bigger mishap, like a very bad storm for instance. Know that you'll have to make certain adjustments to your lifestyle during the power outage. If it lasts for only a couple of hours, and even better, if it happens during the daytime, then you pretty much don't have to do anything. If you have enough drinking water, some snacks, and enough water for the bathroom, you're pretty much set up. But for longer power outages, you're going to have to arrange a water supply, consider how you'll cook some meals, use the toilet, illuminate the parts of the house you'll need at nighttime, and else. This may sound a bit dramatic, but the truth is that for a longer power outage, you'll have to adjust to some extent. For instance, you'll have to take care of how much water you use and for what. See how you're going to prepare meals to use less water, have less dirty dishes, you don't know when you'll be able to wash them again. See what you're going to do regarding heating if the power outage happens during cold weather, how you're going to wash yourself, and so on. Basically, there is one major rule regarding this. Be prepared for less comfort, and that you'll have to think a bit every time you do or use something, especially if it's in limited supply. Now that you're all set up for a power outage, you'll probably encounter one unexpected problem. That is boredom. In today's world, where there is an abundance of pastime, mainly the internet and TV, you'll see it's strange and outright hard to manage your time without them. This goes double during nighttime and during winter nights, which are long, and hours seem like days. Our recommendation for solving this issue would be reading some good books, playing board games, listening to the radio, or having a good old conversation. Besides this, if it's nighttime and it's getting late, the power outage is a good opportunity to get a good night's sleep. When a power outage happens, accept it and react the right way. See it as just one more practical problem that can be easily solved instead of seeing it as a catastrophe. Keep a cool head, behave the right way, and above all be properly prepared. Once more, panicking, getting angry, desperate, or else is practically useless. Thinking clearly and having a good idea what you're going to do next is the right way to go. Besides this, having all the necessary things you need in the household or getting them on time is worth gold in a situation like this. To conclude, a power outage doesn't have to be all that bad. It just might be a good opportunity to do some, in today's world, ever more rare things, like have a nice conversation, read a good book, and have a good night's sleep. So that's it for this time. We hope the video helps. Please like and subscribe, it's a huge help for what we're doing. Thanks for watching and thanks for your time.